What advice would you give to people here who aren't mayors about how to work with mayors and city governments?
I would say do yourself a favor and come strong. Come with a track record. I think the worst thing you could do, as far as I'm concerned, is come unprepared without data to show that you're actually achieving goals for young people. You can't go to the supermarket without finding somebody that has a great idea for a program for kids, and they actually think that, you know, over the chicken McNuggets and the thing that you're gonna fund their program. But honest to goodness, I mean, you know what happens. Yeah. But it's frustrating to me because I know that our kids are worth more than that. Yeah. It takes more than just having an idea about what to do. You have to do the work. Mm-hmm. And that, you know, the separation between those that, you know, that think they want to do good, that do good, and that can prove they're doing good, you know, give me the last group. Because to me, that's how you show that you love kids and you care about kids, is that you're willing to prove that you're doing the best for them. And that's how you can work with my administration. Yeah.
And Jane, for those of us in the room who aren't funders, what advice have you got about working with funders?
It's kind of similar. I mean, I'd say study up before you go in the room. And I would urge people, especially if you're thinking citywide, right, to look at the whole array of funders that you have in your community and to try really hard to understand who is interested in what pieces of your puzzle that you all have to put together. So don't just go to the first foundation that you happen to have a connection with and ask them for your most pressing need, but think about all your needs together as a collective need and try to think about which foundation, which one is going to want to do point of service kind of funding, which one, like OSI, is more interested in doing system building. And so use your asks in a way that gets you farthest. The other thing I'd say is ask for more than just money from a foundation. You know, ask them to help you make connections. Ask them to help you give them ideas. Ask them to help you be on a steering committee or a board, because they do know quite a lot about the community, and you can teach them a lot too. And I guess the final thing that I would say is that when you ask for money from a foundation, you know, be clear with them about the level of risk you're asking them to take on. So if you're asking them to really push the envelope with something, but you believe and you have prepared and you really think that this is going to work, let them know. Often we do see our funds as more seed money or risk-taking. You know, the mayor really has to fund a lot of tried and true. We know all the answers aren't found yet, so as foundations, we're probably a lot more willing to take a good idea that's well thought out with a lot of backup and good human capital and give it a go. But if you fail or if you have challenges, let the foundation know. Don't gloss on over them, because then we'll invest in the same thing again, you know, and that's not going to move any of us forward. So I think that is a really important thing. We want to take some risks, some smart risks, and we want you to tell us how they worked out so that we can move forward together.